Hey guys, what's up? On this video, I'm gonna talk about the best build for the Dutch 1987 DLC class on Predator Hunting Grounds on 2025. The two major nerfs to the firefighting last year have affected this class, so this class is still strong, it's still among the best ones in the game, but it's just not as strong like OP. This was like the class to 1v1 Predators. This was the class which I made like a lot of montages and had some great matches of me just like soloing Predators and even like good. They weren't like bad Predator players, but I was able to survive against good Predator players a lot with this. In this class here, its only weakness was the low gear, because everything else it had, it was capable of doing a good amount of damage, taking a lot of damage. It has overall good stats in like everything, like stamina, speed, HP. It's high, like it has a lot of HP, which increases even more when you have mud damage resistance. So you can, when you just mud up, you take more damage. Hip fire increase the damage, while hip firing, which they would just be able to stack this with leader to make it even more strong. So, and fighting damage by default is already pretty strong. So when you stack like damage like this, it can get pretty strong. So the two major nerfs, the pistol nerf, not specifically the damage of the pistol damage is still OP. However, the ammo was nerfed, so if you're playing this class alone and you don't have teammates to bring you ammo bags, you might run out of ammo for the pistol very soon. Like, you're gonna just use it like in a few encounters against the Predator. Unless you kill the Predator fast, you might run into trouble. If you're against like a Predator player that is not an idiot, eventually he's gonna be able to make you waste all your pistol ammo. You're gonna be able to maybe push him back in a few times. And the pistol specifically on Dutch was very strong, because usually with the pistol you're always hip firing. So you're gonna always have the damage, like the increased damage of the hip firing of the passive plus leader. So that's gonna be 25% more damage with the pistol, which is higher than Scout with Duelist. So it's like the pistol damage with Dutch. I think this will be like the class that could do like the most amount of damage with the pistol, which is the strongest weapon in the game. Like for damage per second, the pistol is the winner here. So very strong. However, if you don't have a teammate to bring you ammo bags, like, it's better to just use submachine gun. I mean, Dutch is still very strong. Like, you don't need the pistol to, but it was like overkill. When you add the pistol on top of it, it was very strong. I usually like to bring the second submachine gun, this one, ZR 55, good one overall. I would just try to use this weapon for AI and save the primary weapon for the Predator mainly, which I usually bring the Hammerhead. But you can also bring the sniper, the Soul Sniper. If you're a good sniper, that would be like the meta option, but otherwise I would say Hammerhead. Hammerhead really good with this class. Some people like to use the Mercenary, but I don't know. I just like to be able to use the Red Dot, and also to be able to bring, extended magazine, so I can shoot the Predator for longer. Now for gear, always like Sirets, mandatory. ACGs, I would say, either ACGs or Grinds. That's what usually people bring, since you only have 3 points. In Specialization, I would say Leader is overall the best one, because the damage you'll be able to is going to count for both Hammerhead and secondary. Like, I mean, both the primary and the secondary weapon. And the Leader Specialization is 15% more damage, and it counts for the user. It says here that it's only supposed to count for your teammates, but it actually counts for yourself. It could be a bug, maybe it's not intended. I don't know. iPhonic never commented in this stuff, so I don't know if that damage of the Leader user is supposed to be intended or not. I don't think it should be, because it should be increased damage for your teammates, not for yourself. But, well, that's just how it works, and iPhonic has not made a comment, so I'm assuming it's probably intentional. I don't know. Reckless is not bad, 15% more damage while taking damage, but Leader is just more consistent. You can just get it more often. You just damage the Predator into the next consecutive shot for, I think, like 3 seconds. They're gonna do more damage. Fanatic is good, especially because it's bugged. If you get damage, it increases damage and speed by 10% when you get to below 50% HP. And if you heal with Threat, you can keep that buff. It's not to go away, which is a bug. And I mean, I think it's a bug. I mean, I thought it has not commented if it's intentional or not. That's how they want. I mean, it increases the damage and speed while wounded, but it's like supposed to be like only while you're wounded, or once you get wounded, you get the damage buff forever. But then again, it goes off when you heal with Medikits, but when you heal with Threats, it stays on. So I don't know. But even then, it's situational. I prefer to just not have to rely on getting below 50% HP to get the damage buff. You know, it's more risky. And I don't know, I think Leader is enough. But I do like the speed buff of Fanatic. It can come in hand a lot. But I usually go with Leader. Unless, like, if there is already one player using Leader, I would probably go with Fanatic. Yeah. Amphibious is probably one of my favorite ones. Not because it's good, but I just like the idea of just like, you touch water and you are instantly murdered. I would use this Specialization actually a lot of times. but it's just not as effective because damage is more important. But amphibious is fun. It's like a fun idea, and sometimes I'm lazy to mud up. So, and especially in this class, mudding up actually you get something out of it, like damage resistance. It's not just about try to hide from the predator's thermal vision. It comes in hand. Amphibious specifically in this class. I think this is the class to use amphibious. If you ever want to use amphibious, I would probably go for this class just because of damage resistance, but leader overall better one. Now for the perks, this class can still use Gearhead and Thick Skin together, which was the meta. But before this, when Gearhead costed 4 points, I would just put Action Hero here, which would help with the hipfire accuracy. No longer I can do that, but still I think this combination is still very good. It's just that you won't be able to hipfire as easy as before because you won't have Action Hero. But still, I would say the combination of Thick Skin being tanky with 3 threats really comes in handy, or it's still overall good. So I would say hip firing, try to save that when the Predator is up close. If he's not up close, try to ADS, especially like with the Hammerhead. That's why I prefer the Hammerhead over the Mercenary specifically for this class. Because I see without Action Hero, since I'm not going to be using Action Hero, I prefer to ADS. I prefer to have a scope and at the optic here, and to try to aim at the Predator and use it there. I'm only going to be using hip firing once the Predator is close by. So it was like a little bit of a nerf like this, because since I want to run this practice, I cannot bring Action Hero, so I won't be able to take advantage of the increased hipfire damage of this class anymore. But it still is like, it's fine, like, because this class is still pretty strong. If you really want to use Action Hero, I would recommend maybe Thick Skin Action Hero. You have 4 points left, which I think that it might depend on the type of Predator. If you know the Predator player, if he's a Predator that use melee, I would say Heavy Hitter. Heavy Hitter is crazy on this class, because I think that the hipfire accuracy that this class has counts for knife, which I'm not sure if it should be, but like when you use the knife, you cannot ADS, so it's like you are hip firing with a knife, you know. It's weird, but I think it counts because the knife damage of Dutch is just stupid. So the classes do. Each class has its own knife damage. Like the lighter classes like Scout and Recon do less knife damage, and then Dutch, Dante, Support, they do more knife damage, and the middle classes like Assault, Operative do like middle damage. So the tanker class, like Dutch, already do more damage, and then you stack the passive or hipfire damage with leader, which also counts for the knife, and then you also put heavy hitter, so it's just like stacking damage and more damage and more damage. I think heavy hitter is like 15 or 10. So knife damage of Dutch is already high. Leader increases by 15%. Hipfire is going to increase by 10% more, so it's going to be 25. Heavy hitter increases maybe 15% more, so that's like 40. If you want to put, like you can use this, but I would say it's not even this. I think that Thick Skin is better. But if you use this, like the knife damage is just so stupid. Like melee predators, like they're just screwed against this, really. If you want to focus on, if you're like playing against melee predators, which most predators tend to be, I would say this thing here is just crazy. Like the damage of the knife, like you're gonna be able to, unless the predator player is using like the Amazon with the sickle or the hook, you're probably gonna win. Like this is the class to win knife fights. I mean, anyone can win a knife fight with this thing because it's just about numbers. It's just like super powerful. The knife does a stupid amount of damage with this combination. And there's not much the Predator can do unless you're like I said, using Amazon Ghost with a very good melee weapon. But otherwise, like it's just crazy. And hipfire accuracy also, like with Action Hero, you're gonna get the hipfire accuracy. Like it's gonna be easier to hipfire. But overall, I would say these are like the best options. If you're gonna go with like against melee predators, you can try to use this. Otherwise, if it's like against good ranger predators, I would say probably bring Gearhead. If the predators are just like using the disc, one extra ACG can come in hand. But the class is still pretty strong overall.
Keep firing. You've got it. Reloading. Cover me. Reloading. Alien, still dangerous. Finish knocked off his head. Fuck. Won't be the last one.
I need covering fire.
Really didn't cover this in order training.
There they are.
I'm reading the
came here with a mission. Reloading.
Well. Voodoo, it looks like the stakes have been raised. Keep moving and stick together.
There they are. Fly! They have to fly.
How many of these guys are there?
Get over here and help me.
I think that's all of them.
Thanks, soldier.
One? You act like this is the first time. We have intruders in the area. Be on alert. Shoot anything that moves. I've got radios lighting up. They're gonna be looking for you, fire team.
Target eliminated. Reloading. Cover me. Complete the objective. Stop. Keep shooting.
Members down. Stick to the mission.
Keep shooting.
Fuck?
Down. Now keep shooting. Reloading. Cover me. Reloading.
Careful.
Been hit. Reloading. Cover me. Reloading. Kill the heavy. down, but still dangerous. Reloading. Cover me. It's arming a bomb. Alarm destroyed.
We're counting on you.
Disarmed.
This is the OWLF. You've been involved in an incident with an otherworldly life form. We're assuming jurisdiction. Guard the body until we arrive and you will be compensated for your efforts. Capture the specimen and prepare it for extraction. Destroy the evidence. Reinforcements are on the way.
Got back my limit.
Pulling over the site now. Hold your ground, Voodoo.
Reloading. Cover me.
Given the nature of the target, this level of force is understandable, if regrettable. Transferring funds to your account.
I'm going to get answers.